Even in a world filled with so many uncertainties, we can make a conscious choice to fix our minds on God. It's so easy to get swept away by the constant stream of news, the pressures of daily life, and the fears that creep into our thoughts. When these things try to dominate our minds, we have to intentionally remember that God is our true source of peace. The scripture tells us that He will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in Him. This isn't just a promise, it's an invitation to experience a peace that the world cannot give. Keeping our minds fixed on God isn't a one-time decision, but a daily, even moment-by-moment exercise. It's about choosing to trust even when the situation looks completely unstable. It's about consciously bringing our thoughts back to the truth of His Word whenever they start to wander into the territory of fear and anxiety. God invites us to find rest in Him, not because our circumstances are suddenly perfect, but because He is sovereign and remains in complete control over everything. This is where our true rest is found, in the assurance of His power and His love for us. Think about it this way. When you focus on the storm, you feel the wind and the waves. But when you focus on the one who can calm the storm, you find your footing. This practice transforms our perspective. Instead of our problems looking so big, God becomes bigger in our eyes. We start to see challenges not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities for God to show His strength in our lives. It's a shift from a mindset of survival to a mindset of thriving in His grace. Every morning, we have a fresh opportunity to set the tone for our day. We can start by asking the Lord to let us hear His love and kindness. We can pray, God, speak clearly to my heart today. Show me the path I should follow. This isn't about asking for a booming voice from heaven, but about tuning our hearts to His gentle guidance, which often comes through His Word, through the wisdom of others, or through that quiet, inner knowing. We can trust that God cares about every single detail of our lives, even the decisions that seem small and insignificant. His direction is always the safest path. When we lift our souls to Him, we are essentially saying, God, I trust You more than I trust my own understanding. I acknowledge that You know what is best for me. This act of surrender is incredibly powerful. It opens the door for His wisdom to flow into our lives. He is always faithful. He is faithful to deliver us from our troubles, to guide us when we feel lost, and to sustain us when we feel weak. For everyone who puts their trust in His name, this faithfulness is a constant reality. We don't have to walk through life without direction, feeling like we're just guessing our way through. We can walk with confidence, guided by the very presence of the Lord. He is our shepherd, and we shall not want. So, how do we practically keep our minds on God throughout the day? It can start with simple habits. Maybe it's beginning your day with a few minutes of prayer or reading a psalm before you check your phone. Perhaps it is setting reminders on your phone with a favorite scripture verse that pops up in the afternoon. It could be listening to worship music on your commute or during your workout. These small, intentional acts are like anchors for our souls. They keep us tethered to the truth when the currents of life try to pull us away. When you feel worry creeping in, you can turn that worry into a prayer. Instead of letting a fearful thought spiral, you can immediately hand it over to God. You can say, Lord, I'm feeling anxious about this, but I give it to You. I trust You with the outcome. This is an active, ongoing conversation with God. It's about making Him your first resort, not your last. This journey of trust deepens our relationship with Him. The more we practice fixing our minds on God and see His faithfulness in action, the easier it becomes to trust Him with bigger things. Our faith grows not in a vacuum, but in the real-life laboratory of our daily experiences. Every time we choose trust over fear, we are building a testimony of His goodness. Remember, this is a path of grace, not perfection. There will be days when we struggle, when our minds wander, and when fear gets the upper hand for a moment. But even then, God's grace is sufficient. We can simply turn back to Him, and He is always there, ready to welcome us with open arms. His love doesn't depend on our ability to be perfect. It depends on His character, which is unchanging. So today, let's make that choice together. Let's choose to trust. Let's choose to keep our minds fixed on the one who holds us, guides us, and loves us unconditionally. Let's walk in the peace that comes from knowing He is in control. If you are choosing today to trust God and keep your mind fixed on Him, Let us know in the comments by writing, "My mind is on God." It's a powerful declaration of your faith. Thank you for watching. If this message encouraged you, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need to hear it today.